Fade in. Wide shot of a sprawling ranch in Montana Territory, 1880s. The sun rises over rolling hills. A modest ranch house sits alongside worker quarters and stables. Narrator, VO. In the winter of 1884, the Montana Territory stretched wild and unforgiving across the American frontier. This is the story of Sarah Mackenzie, a ranch maid whose simple act of kindness would change everything and teach a powerful lesson about humanity that transcends all boundaries. Cut to inside the ranch kitchen. Sarah Mackenzie, 28, works at the stove. She's practical, kind-faced, wearing a simple dress and apron. Steam rises from pots. The kitchen door creaks. Sarah turns to see a Native American man, weathered and thin, standing in the doorway. Snow dusts his shoulders. He looks exhausted and hungry. Sarah, setting down her spoon, you look half-frozen. Come in, please. Native man, hesitant in halting English, I only ask for water. My family 3 days from here. Sarah, already ladling soup. Water won't keep you warm. Sit down. Sarah places a bowl of hearty stew and fresh bread before him. The man's eyes glisten with gratitude. Native man, you are kind. Most turn us away. Sarah, hunger doesn't care about who you are, only that you need food. The man eats slowly, savoring every bite. Sarah wraps additional bread and dried meat in cloth. Sarah, handing him the bundle, for your family. The trail ahead is long. Native man, standing, placing his hand over his heart. The spirits see your heart. You will be remembered. He leaves. Sarah returns to her work, unaware that ranch owner Cornelius Hyde, 55, stern and red-faced, has been watching from the doorway. Hyde, voice cold as winter. What in blazes do you think you're doing? Sarah, turning startled, Mr. Hyde. I was just... Hyde, I saw what you were doing. Feeding a savage with my food. Food meant for my workers. Sarah, sir, he was hungry. Just one man passing through. Hyde, stepping closer, voice rising, 1 man today. Tomorrow 10 more. Then 20. Word spreads fast among their kind. You've just invited every wandering native within 50 miles to my doorstep. Sarah, Mr. Hyde, with respect, he was starving. What harm could one meal do? Hyde, slamming his hand on the table, the harm is in the principle. I don't employ you to make decisions about my property. I employ you to follow orders. Sarah, standing firm, my orders don't include letting people starve at our door. Hyde, then you don't understand your position here. This is my ranch, my rules, and I won't have some soft-hearted woman undermining my authority. Sarah, quietly, is that what kindness is to you? Undermining? Hyde, face reddening, pack your things. You're dismissed. I want you off my property by sundown. Sarah, shocked, Mr. Hyde, please. I have nowhere to go. Winter is coming. Hyde, turning away. Should have thought of that before you decided to play charitable saint on someone else's dime. Sundown, Miss Mackenzie. Hyde exits, slamming the door. Sarah stands alone in the kitchen, the weight of her situation settling on her shoulders. Montage. Sarah packs her few belongings into a worn trunk. Other ranch workers watch sympathetically, but say nothing. The cook, Martha, an older woman, squeezes Sarah's hand but shakes her head sadly. Sarah loads her trunk onto a small wagon borrowed from a sympathetic stable hand. Martha, whispering at the door, you did right, Sarah. Don't let that old miser make you think otherwise. Sarah, attempting a smile, right doesn't pay for lodging, Martha. But thank you. Sarah climbs onto the wagon seat. The sun is setting, casting long shadows across the ranch. She takes the reins and starts down the long dirt road toward the distant town. Narrator, VO. Sarah had saved $23 in her 2 years at the Hyde Ranch. In 1884 Montana, that might last a month if she was careful. But as she rode away from the only home she'd known, she felt no regret, only the quiet certainty that she'd done what was right. The wagon disappears over a hill. Fade to black. Fade in. Dawn light breaks over the ranch. Hyde emerges from the main house, coffee cup in hand, ready to start another day. He walks toward the stables. Suddenly, he stops. His coffee cup nearly drops from his hand. Hide. Voice barely a whisper. What in the name of? Camera pans. A line of Native American warriors on horseback extends from the ranch gate. 20, 30, perhaps 40 men, painted, armed, silent and still as statues. At the front is the man Sarah fed, now revealed as Chief, stands tall. Ranch hands emerge from the bunkhouse, hands moving toward weapons. The tension is suffocating. Hide. Calling out, voice shaking. What do you want here? Chief stands tall, dismounts slowly, deliberately. He walks forward with measured steps. The morning sun glints off the beadwork on his clothing. Chief stands tall. In clear, dignified English. Yesterday, one of your people showed honor. She gave food when she had no obligation. She saw a man, not an enemy. Hide. Swallowing hard, the maid. You hear about the maid. Chief stands tall. Nodding. In my culture, such kindness creates a debt of honor. Iron Call stands tall. I lead these men. We heard what happened. Hide. Defensive. Now look here. What happens on my ranch is my business. Chief stands tall, holding up a hand. Your business ended when you punished honor with cruelty. Where is the woman? Hide. Hesitating. I sent her away. She's gone. Into town, I expect. Murmurs ripple through the warriors. Some hands tighten on weapons. Chief stands tall, eyes hardening. You cast her out for feeding a hungry man? Hide. She used my food without permission. Chief stands tall, voice rising. She showed humanity. She gave without counting the cost. And for this, you took her home? A long, tense silence. Hyde realizes the gravity of his situation. Hyde. Voice
Chief smaller.
stands tall. What do you want from closer? Me? Listen well, owner of this land. In my village, we have a saying. A person who feeds a stranger feeds the future. Your maid understood this. You do not. Chief stands tall, gestures, and warriors begin unloading bundles from their horses, furs, dried meat, preserved berries, intricately beaded items. Chief stands tall. Continuing, these are for her. Payment for the food she gave, and the home she lost because of her kindness. Where does she go? Hide. Stammering. I don't know. Town is 15 miles south. But I don't know where she'd. Chief stands tall. Cutting him off, then find her. Bring her back. Give her back what you took. Hide. Bristling slightly. Now see here. You can't just come onto my land and demand. The warriors shift. The threat is unspoken but clear. Hyde's bravado crumbles. Chief stands tall. Voice quiet but firm. We can wait. We have time. But we will not leave until this debt is honored. Your maid showed respect to my people. We will show respect to her, with or without your cooperation. Hyde looks at the line of warriors, then at his own frightened workers. He understands he has no choice, and perhaps, in his heart, begins to understand he was wrong. Hyde, defeated, I'll send men to find her. Bring her back. Chief stands tall, shaking his head. You will go. The insult came from you. The apology must also. Cut to Hyde riding hard toward town. 2 ranch hands with him. The sun climbs higher. They search the road, asking travelers. Finally, they spot Sarah's wagon outside a shabby boarding house. Hyde dismounts, approaches the door. He knocks. Sarah answers, surprise and wariness crossing her face. Sarah, Mr. Hyde? What are you doing here? Hyde, removing his hat. Awkward, Miss Mackenzie. I need you to come back to the ranch. Sarah, coldly. You made your feelings clear yesterday, sir. Hyde, struggling with the words. There are people at the ranch. Native people. They came because of what you did. Because I sent you away. Sarah, concerned. Is anyone hurt? Hyde, shaking his head. No. No violence. They won't leave until you return. Until I make this right. Sarah studies him for a long moment. Sarah, and if they weren't there? Would you still be here, Mr. Hyde? Hyde opens his mouth, closes it. The honest answer is written on his face. Sarah, sighing, that's what I thought. Hyde, quietly, Miss Mackenzie. I was wrong. There. I've said it. I was wrong to fire you, and I was wrong about common decency. Will you please come back? Cut to the ranch. Sarah's wagon pulls in, Hyde riding alongside. The warriors remain in formation. Chief stands tall, steps forward as Sarah descends. Chief stands tall. In his native language, then English, the woman who feeds the stranger. Sarah. Respectfully, I only did what anyone should do. Chief stands tall, smiling slightly, but you were the only one who did. For this, you have the friendship of my people. He gestures. Warriors bring forward the gifts, beautiful furs, food, and crafted items worth far more than Sarah's lost wages. Chief stands tall. These are for you. And this. He hands her a magnificent beaded necklace, clearly a treasured item. Chief stands tall. Continuing. This belonged to my grandmother. She taught me that kindness is the measure of a person's worth. You wear it with honor. Sarah. Tears in her eyes. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you so much. Chief stands tall, turns to Hyde. Chief stands tall, and you. You have learned something today. Hyde. Humbled, yes. Yes, I have. Chief stands tall, good. See that you remember it. Chief stands tall, mounts his horse. He raises his hand in farewell, and the warriors turn and ride away, disappearing into the Montana landscape as dramatically as they appeared. The ranch workers gather around Sarah, congratulating her. Hyde approaches. Hyde. Quietly. Miss Mackenzie, your job is yours if you want it. And I'd like to raise your wages. Considerably. Sarah. Looking at him steadily. I'll stay, Mr. Hyde. But not just for wages. If we're to work together, things need to change here. No one gets turned away hungry. Not anymore. Hyde. Nodding slowly, agreed. You have my word. Sarah extends her hand. Hyde shakes it. Narrator. The Sarah Mackenzie worked at the Hyde Ranch for 12 more years. In that time, the ranch became known throughout the territory as a place where native peoples were treated with respect and dignity. Cornelius Hyde never forgot the lesson he learned that winter morning, that kindness and honor have a value beyond money, and that humanity recognizes no boundaries.